Good afternoon, everyone. We are Team 1 from Melbourne Uni, and today we are presenting Challenge 2. So just to start with our challenge, to provide background, we identify the My Pass Guide Reporter app as a way of engaging in citizen science. However, we identify a problem that is the low participation rates, which hinder the identification and early reporting of pests. We broke down our problem statement in terms of our goal, which is to increase the volume of voluntary reporting of biosecurity plant risk. And we broke down our desired target behavior through these three processes of monitoring, identifying, reporting, which we came up with three different sub-questions. So firstly, how can we increase the baseline of biosecurity awareness in the general public? How can we increase the capacity of biosecurity risk identification of the general public, and how we might encourage the use of the app at the end. And we also have identified our target audience, which are divided into three groups. So first, the broad everyday Australian citizens, which are then segmented into our engaged citizen demographic, and then our social networks within our engaged citizen. Our combi model identifies that we need to use collective action to overcome the barriers that we have identified when it comes to the general Australians and the behavior of reporting through the mentioned app, which is perceived self-efficacy, outcome efficacy of adaptive actions, negative effect, and descriptive norms.
So we also found that while the approach addressed the collective behaviours, it didn't really go too much into how we can address the barriers that we just mentioned. So we thought that addressing why and how individuals are actually motivated in the first place through the theory of self-determination. So we focused on autonomy, competence, and relatedness as a form to identify to target the identified barriers. So here we have our campaign. It is called the BS to the power of E, which is emotion campaign. So it's controversial, I know, but I bet everyone's really tired and everyone probably is a bit more up in their seats now, which is the effect that it's meant to have, because we want to engage citizens of Australia to be able to report on biosecurity, which is what BS stands for in this context, and utilise emotion, which is something that everyone has. So through this, we are going to be instilling the personal relevance that individuals would be experiencing due to pests violating our habitats. So that will be delivered through negative emotions, in which we will be presenting the tagline, "This is BS to the power of emotion." And then we'll be actually showing angry faces, which are proven to then, through the theory of emotional contagion, cause people as well to be pretty much, they'll be kind of more likely to report on the behaviour that is, or not the behaviour, but the actual relevance of the situation. So we came up with the idea of bananas. So if bananas are contaminated by pests, then this is BS, someone holding a banana and angry face. You get the gist. But so this is a rolled out campaign. We've got a lot of details on it, but I will leave that to be read. I will say that there are QR codes linking to the PEST app that are on the poster. But I think in terms of reinforcement as well, did you want to take over that?
So in terms of reinforcement of our, again, target behavior, in here we want to shift this target behavior from being an occasional behavior to a habitual behavior. And we do that through this notion of collectivity, through peer support and endorsement, as well as sharing of personal success stories.
So through the phase, we'll be monitoring and evaluating, and that will be through key qualitative and quantitative results. So we've got the QR code analytics, so just the number of people that actually scan QR code from our posters. Then we've got the sentiment analysis, which again would be through social media, which is where our campaign will be rolled out on, so it's quite relevant in terms of targeting the existence of how the campaign's actually going. And then we've got click-through rates, etc. So that's for the awareness part of the campaign. And then, I mean, people can be informed, but they need to use the app, right? So for the utilisation, again, QR code analytics, but also the quantity of reports. So is there actually an increase in reports, and more specifically in the areas that we advertise as well? So then the last phase is reinforcement. So just pure retention rate of people utilising the features that we have on the app and their loyalty to the app as well.
Towards the end of working on this challenge, we identified a limitation to our work, and that is our limited understanding of First Nations people's approach to biosecurity due to our, again, lack of knowledge. And to relate this to the feasibility of our intervention, we believe that initiating targeted outreach and consultation efforts with First Nations communities would be beneficial to bridge these knowledge gaps and gain insights into their perspectives on biosecurity. And so with this, we recommend that there would be future opportunities, and that is upon successful implementation of Wave 1, which we have covered today, to explore opportunities of co-designing biosecurity initiatives with First Nations people to develop a model that is culturally appropriate and aligned with traditional knowledge and values.
Don't let biosecurity become BS.